welcome to the official Munzee podcast.
I'm Rob, also known as Coach V, your host and the president of Munzee.
And I'm Craig, also known as Semi-Shell. I started as an avid Munzee player and now proudly part of the team.
Each week, we'll delve into Munzee's mysteries, divulge some secrets, and inform players from around the world just what is coming your way.
So sit back, relax. Today's episode, we're going to chat about different things like the bonus days, the flat scatter events, different things happening that you don't know about, Rob.
Oh, cool. I look forward to that chat.
On those times, you'll have to close your ears, sir.
I'll close my eyes and won't listen. I'll just close my eyes. It'll be fine.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. How have you been, buddy? What have you been up to in the last week since I've spoken to you last?
Well, let's see. Fine. I would say carrying on. That would be about the extent of what I'm up to. You know, doing the, I hate to say, minimal capping and playing of the game while trying to keep the wheels turning. So that's what I'm up to.
I know. And I will say, you know, we're talking about the Munzee game in general, and we talk about clans, and we talk about how clans become teams, and those teams really sort of, you know, appreciate each other and they chat towards each other as well. After last week's episode, I'll let everyone know now, is that one of our clan members, who's not speaking with us right now on this episode, he reached out and said, oh, that's the reason why, Rob, you are one less day because you actually forgot to cap a Munzee. The president of Munzee forgot to cap on one particular day.
That tells you how relaxing or chaotic that specific day must have been. So the good news is relaxing was the word.
Oh, that's
just
all right.
Was offline, Munzee offline in my brain, and unfortunately that meant my fingers on the app as well. So
and you couldn't even use the mulligan either. See, so
there's still a 28-day one whenever I get the magic button back in the app. So it should be fixed for me personally before the end of the month. Let's hope.
Just to let everyone know, though, Rob, for everyone else out there who doesn't have like a testing app like you and I do itself, that if this happens to them, what do they actually do?
Yes. So if you need to use a capture mulligan, because you do miss a day, there is a 1 day, there's a 7-day, and there's a 28-day. So the quicker you realize, oh no, I forgot to cap, the better it will be for you. You can look at the daily activity tracker. Is the best way to do it. And it will show a red square, and there will be like a little stopwatch looking thing, basically. And by tapping on that, it offers you whichever of the mulligans are available. Like I said, 1, 7, or 28 day. They get more expensive, the number of days that it needs to go back. And you can only do one of each of those every 28 days, I think. So
every 4 weeks.
You can't continue to miss it over and over and over again and just pay Zeds to keep your streak alive. It won't let you.
So a quick question for you, because luckily for me, I haven't had to use one at this point in time. If I miss a capture day on the Monday, for instance, and then if I realize that on the Friday, I'd have to use a 7-day one to go back to 7 days. But if I miss my capture on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for 3 days, and then I find out on the Friday, can I still use a 7-day and it actually captures all those 3, or is it just for 1 day?
Just the one.
Just the 1 day.
If you did it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you noticed on Friday, it's not even going to let you get all 3 of those at all. It's going to use a 7-day to get one of them, because a 1 day won't work. And then it's going to use a 28-day for the other one.
Yeah.
And then you missed a day.
That's what I mean. So that's all you can actually use, and then you missed a day in total. You can't use another one for 28 days. So that's how it is. So the idea of this, Rob,
dreadful, terrible way to start the podcast. What have I done? It's all my fault.
It's called education, learning, teaching.
Oh, okay.
So yes, yeah. Horrible for you, Rob, because you missed out on the whole day and you've lost your streak. That's horrible.
I know. People learn a lesson from me, please. I really would appreciate it. Yeah, it's not good. So everybody just cap every day. That'd be fun. So,
well, Rob,
what have you been up to? Tell us about
I've been
You're
keeping
fun.
my capture streak alive. Mine's still capping. Touch wood, touch wood. But the reason why I say touch wood is at the moment you can probably hear my voice. Rob, it's 5:30 a.m. here where I'm recording with you right now. 5:30 a.m. And the reason why I'm so early this morning, and you probably hear it in my voice, is because I have been seriously flat chat working over 12-hour days for Bamarama, the geocaching mega event here in Alabama. And the reason why they're so long is because Bamarama is the only geocaching mega, Rob, ready for this, with almost 10 days of lead-up events. 10 days of, and when we say lead-up events, we're talking about an event in the morning starting, say, 9 till 10:30, and then an event in the afternoon from 5 till 7. I don't go back and forth, during the day. I go back and forth of an evening, of a morning. So I'm up early, leaving early. The van is packed full of all the swag bags. It's packed full of all the speaker systems, the audio, the microphones. It is packed solid with scoreboard, leaderboards, all that sort of stuff. Physical ones we're talking about. Yeah, so it's Tuesday is going back. She's working hard, Rob. She's working hard.
It sounds like it. It sounds like the Bamarama team, said, "Hey, new team member. Wow, welcome. Guess what? Do it all." That's what it sounds that way. But hey,
a little bit.
You came into the Munzee team, and I can't say that I didn't have similar feelings of like, "Hey, this guy can do quite a few different things. What about some video? What about this? What about this? What about this?" So yeah, you just seem to accumulate additional workload, and that's cool. Yeah, so well done.
But, Rob, this is the best part. You ready for this? Is because every single side event has, because it's Olympic Games theme, so every single side event has some sort of games system set up. So if you are one of these coexisters out there, and I hope there's more coexisters, coming further and further along, then we can utilize these games in the Munzee world as well. At the Munzee events, just like they did down in Florida a couple of weeks ago with the bingo, the Munzee bingo,
right.
Eagle Dad and Xenia, and they and the others down there as well. They created the Munzee bingo from the geocaching bingo, the same similar sort of idea. It was a great success. So one of the ones that I hosted, I did this one, Rob. I hosted this one last night. Yesterday we hosted it at a distillery, a moonshine distillery. Out the front, no purchase required. However, it may have helped. And I got myself a pair of those drunk goggles. Do you know those? Have you seen those drunk goggles?
Yeah, familiar.
Yeah. They're utilized normally for educational purposes for school kids before they drive and all that sort of stuff too. But anyway, they do make you feel real wobbly on your feet. And so what the players had to do was put on the drunk goggles, do this little obstacle course around, and then throw one of those sandbags in a circle for points. That's all it was. I tell you what, Rob, it was very, very amusing, like extremely amusing. So things like that there, you can get ideas from doing anything. So you can imagine doing that in the Munzee world as well, and you throw the sandbag for different Zeds, for instance, or different prizes and that sort of thing too.
Interesting.
So the furthest one away would be a Skyland or a treehouse. The closest one to you, maybe 10 Zeds. So.
That's not bad. That is very funny. Sounds like a cool deal.
Yeah, it was very fun. So make sure you can get your ideas. And the reason why I say this, Rob, is because all the events out there too, they're all always coming up with ideas. I think Minnesota is one of the ones that comes up with lots and lots of game ideas. Games are fun. These sort of games, they're fun at events too. Munzee events are no different. So that's what I've been up to. Meanwhile, yes, sir.
No, so I was going to throw onto that just one more little piece because something hit me while you were saying it. Eventsy. Once, like we started talking at the end of last year about like, hey, we're bringing Eventsy back to Munzee events, and then in January we've said, hey, we're delaying bringing Munzee events, Eventsy, bringing it back in. But once we do that, if people wanted to, include Eventsy, then that has the ability to help track things, scores, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Actually videoing people doing some of these different types of things, and so it's interesting that you say that. And then once we get some of that kind of stuff, then we can actually share those videos or whatever else with people from different events around the world, so that you can see what's going on, instead of just relying on Bob on the Munzee Events YouTube channel.
That's
to show us what they do in Minnesota. So anyway.
Exactly. There you go. Look, see, spurring thoughts and imaginations all around the world. But speaking of events, Rob, events last week, we had Missouri, Florida, South Carolina, Minnesota, Kansas, Ohio, North Carolina, and California. And around the world, mate, we had...
Well, in Canada, they were in Ontario and British Columbia. And over here in England, they had a mega event. Can you believe it? Yes, exactly. They did it again. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Then also in events in Norway and Netherlands.
Well done, England. Another mega event there as well. Fantastic. How many do you remember the exact numbers? For mega event, you have to have 50 or more.
Yeah, maybe I believe it was over 60. I can't remember 62 possibly, but yeah, don't quote me.
Really well done. If you are hosting some sort of event as well, you do realize that if you do host and it becomes mega, if the event becomes mega, you as host get extra rewards too. So
yes, you do.
It's a very good incentive, Rob, to try and get more numbers to your events. Meanwhile, Rob, the leaderboards over the weekend. On Friday, we had Brasilia on 737,000 points, Valsey on 277,000 points, and Cold Cracker 7. Oh, my voice cracked then at the same time. Cold Cracker 7 on 257,000 points. On Saturday, we had Millionaires, Rob.
Yes, we did. 3 of them. We had Dragons West with 1.2 million, Herbie with 1.1 million, and DJ Mitch 25 with 1 million points.
Really well done. Sunday, though, we had 4 millionaires. That's right, 4 of them. Vonnie with 1.2 million points. Regal, 1.2 million points. Bob Bedope with 1 million points. And FRLK also rounding out 4th place with 1 million points, Rob. Wow. What happened last weekend to have the millionaires, do you think? Maybe it was the mega?
On Saturday, 2 of those. Herbie was one of the hosts. I know that. And then Sunday, that's all Dutch players. Those 4. So that's definitely from their event. So that's
going hard.
I'm guessing a lot of card deploys and a lot of button mashing to get everything capped. That's my guess.
And I will say this as well. There's probably a few of the boosters involved in that too. So double point boosters, cap on boosters, that sort of thing as well. So very, very cool indeed. The events coming up this weekend, Rob. We have Alabama. I'll be hosting it this weekend. Alabama on Friday. Florida is in the other one, and then on Monday, Rob, we have one in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska.
Well, all right.
Around the world, mate.
Well, let's see. This weekend we've got 2 in Denmark. We have 1 in Germany, and on Monday, on the calendar at least, don't forget it shows on Monday, Japan. So be sure you look at the timing of that in relation to MHQ. Contact a host if you need to know a better idea, just to get your cards out there for the appropriate time whenever the event's going. Et cetera, et cetera. We've talked about it.
And especially in Japan, the hosts themselves are very, very accommodating when it comes to knowing the different time zones. We're talking about PJ. We're talking about Sarah from the Munzee Maniacs podcast as well. So they're very accommodating when it comes to wanting to know different time zones. They know it. They know it all, Rob. They know it all. So,
yes, they do.
There you go. Also, don't forget the pink highlighted events are the special events for your event streaks. Meanwhile, the big events coming up. Munzee Madness is coming up in. I nearly said it. It's too early, Rob. It's too early. Yes. Munzee Madness over in California is coming up very, very, very soon. March 6th and 7th. 4 events. 1 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. Get your Willa 10s in and get over to Munzee Madness. You will see. Already, you will see myself. I'll be at Munzee Madness. You'll see Minnesota boy. You'll see Rob, the president of Munzee. You'll see Lou. Yes, Lou will be heading over there too. And you may see Mari and Tamara from the team. So we've all got special badges, Rob, to meet the team.
We do.
Meet the team badges. If you haven't met any of them team members, then get your backsides over there and meet the team. And I think we do have the GCV will be coming over as well. He's got a special badge as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself to Munzee Madness over in California. After that, July 10, 11, 12, we have a big event popping up now in the Netherlands, which is looking really good. That's growing really nicely too, which is nice to see. And then here it is, September 18 to 20, Munzee Mania in Minnesota.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm not. Put all your complaints
until September.
Put all your complaints to cmyshell at freeztag.com.
Yeah.
There you go. And they will be ignored. All right, Rob, but moving on. I'm becoming more and more like you every single episode.
While I'm becoming less and less like me, you're becoming more and more. There you go. Hey, whatever.
Very cool.
Someone's got to do it, I guess. That's the point.
Exactly. All right, mate. Developments coming up this week. First and foremost, the March bonus days have been released as this episode goes live.
Yes, they have. And you know what? We're so excited about them that we're not even going to share all the details with everyone on this podcast. No. We're going to leave it to them. We're going to let you do the reading yourself. They'll be posted on the blog. They'll be clickable in the app. They will be discussed and cussed on the Munzee water cooler. So, hey, check it out. No,
also,
we got them out.
Also on Instagram, Rob, too. They'll be released on Instagram. The official Munzee pages on Instagram, the official Munzee pages on Facebook too. So if you're not involved in the water cooler stuff, that's okay. Then make sure you do follow the official Munzee pages so you don't miss out on any of those. But we will discuss that in more depth next week, Rob, because there's maybe something different happening for March in regards to bonus days. And Rob, the bonus days have come out before the clan war requirements. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Don't forget when they come out, when the clan wars requirements come out, you're welcome. Then make sure you look back at the March bonus days, and you can then facilitate your investment in terms of what days you want to do what you want to concentrate on in order to capture everything you need to capture for your clan wars, utilizing the March bonus days. See, it's called planning.
If I remember correctly, there's some sort of a small fine print footnote about like a flat party or something going on in March. I don't know.
Look at you letting it go.
Just saying. Yeah. Always look for the small things that might be included for everyone to think about a little bit, especially since it's released before the clan requirements. Just fun.
That's right. Just a thought. There you go. Meanwhile, Rob, recently, as we speak, this is still happening, and that is you're scattering everywhere, Rob. What's happening with your scatters from February 16th, Monday at midday, through to Sunday midnight, MHQ time? There's a flat scatter, Rob, event. What's going on with that one?
Yes, there is. Everybody knows I love the hat, right? Yeah. So, this week Mardi Gras started on Tuesday.
Ended.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It did, didn't it?
Fat Tuesday.
That part ends Fat Tuesday. That's right. Yeah. Or Pancake Day over here, Shrove Tuesday. There's all kinds of names for it across the world. I don't speak all the languages, so I can't say all of them. But anyway, what we've done is Dylan put together a scatter, a new hat for me. Basically a jester looking hat. Imagine that. So it's scattering. Be sure that you get those flat rob caps going on, both literally capture and also the cap that scatters off of my head. So you can do that. There's 3 badges for you to earn. There is also a buy 2, get 1 free available in the online store.
That's for your flat robs. And the reason for that as well is if you don't have any flat robs around you at all, then jump on things like the Munzee water cooler or even just in your clan itself and deploy for each other. So because they're virtual, you can deploy them anywhere around the world. So, deploy for each other and therefore everyone benefits from there. Because, Rob, not only do they scatter when you just click your flat rob, but also the fancy flats are scattering your hats too, sir.
Really? I forgot that part.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I didn't because I saw it yesterday as I was capping along on the Skylands, and your hats were scattering off the Skylands. I went, oh, that's right. It's his fancies scattering them too. So
I mean,
they're
hey,
fancy Robs. So there you go. I do like the tuxedo one. That's one of my favorites. So there you go.
It's a good one. It's been a long time since I've worn a tux.
Well, that sort of tux anyway. I've seen the one that you wore. You wore that jacket in Florida, Rob. The one that's got a cloak of invisibility. We'll say it that way.
Reflective, very reflective. Yes, it is quite nice. And I did wear both the trousers and the jacket for a night out with Lou just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, for her birthday.
Bright, very shiny. So yeah.
Rob, you're the type of person, you like take a photo of me with your flash on, and you'll see what it's like. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Rob, this is the time where you can close your ears. So have a little sleep, have a siesta, because I'm going to talk about now. I have access. That's right. And everyone knows this now because I've been proud to say it. I have access to things like the Redeem Store. And things have been happening in the Redeem Store behind the scenes that Rob doesn't know about because he's so busy doing other real good things, like presidential things, signing all those papers and all that sort of stuff as well. So I've been just changing a few things here and there. Predominantly it's in regards to the cards as well. One of the cards that came out recently was the Friday the 13th card was released again in the Redeem Store, and that was very much appreciated. Why? Because that's associated with a particular badge. Oh, wow, look at that, you see. So that I will say, Rob, that was picked up really, really quick on the water cooler and discussed on the water cooler at length, and I thought to myself, wow, some of these players, Rob, out there, they really pick up on the little changes that are in the app as well, on the Redeem Store, for instance, and that sort of thing too. So there you go. I know you don't mind me doing these things and putting my little fingers in the Redeem Store pie, but so I thought that's one for the players out there too. If they haven't got that badge from a year ago or so, then now's the time to do it again. And it seemed appropriate too, Rob, because it was Friday the 13th. You see, so. It just seemed right.
I could see your lips moving, but I couldn't hear anything you were saying. You looked like you were done. So it's me again. Hi, everyone.
Oh, look at that. You put his headphones back on. Wow.
Good times, man. I'm glad you are having a good time with the Redeem Store that has needed some attention for quite a while. So yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Now, I will say as well, not everything is actually accepted with open arms by the players that I've done in the Redeem Store, and that's okay. I don't mind. I'm playing with different things. I'm playing with different levels of different things, and it's good to see players out there as well really thinking about the gameplay that they're playing, and that means things like, Rob, I put in a mini blast because so you can get a mini blast in there for free. It doesn't cost you any Zeds. It doesn't cost you any money at all. So you can try these mini blasts out, but it does cost you 10 stamps. And some people have said, well, 10 stamps for one mini blast and it blasts 25, is it worth it? And some people have been doing the math when it comes to the points. And they're saying, no, I'd rather get 10 stamps and 10 cards and then deploy them at events that you do you. I'm just putting it in there. Things like, as I said, the mini blast in there for those people who never blasted before. Maybe and they've got quite a few stamps up their sleeve to sort of get rid of. Maybe they want to go, I'll try see what this blast actually looks like and how it works. So that sort of thing too. So not everything is for everyone. However, there's always something for someone.
Hey, I hope that's true. We, it's a fun place to as you said, try things out, and some people do enjoy the odd ones, the random types of things, and other people do all the calculations. So I am not surprised to hear that people are like, but I can get like 75,000 points from 10 cards if I deploy them at the right place at the right time
with a cap on boost
mega, and so it's like, hey, well done. Where other people see it in there and they're like, oh my gosh, I can redeem 10 stamps for a mini blast, boom, done. They don't think about it at all. They just click the button, and then later they may go, oh, you're right.
Yeah. But then they use a mini blast and they go, that was exciting. I want to get some more. You see, so that's how that works as well.
Yeah, maybe they were sitting there on 120 stamps. That says that they haven't been using their stamps. So if you're just sitting there and you've got a massive pile and you don't use them regularly, then why wouldn't you trade them in for anything else that you might use? Yeah, anyway.
Exactly.
Well, that's fun.
And this is on a serious note now. I did say at the beginning of the podcast about messaging me, and you message seemyshell@freezetag.com. You can message me, seemyshell@freezetag.com, or through the actual Munzee app if you have any ideas or requests for anything in the Redeem store as well. So if you think to yourself, hang on, I've got an idea, then flick me a message and I'll review it first. I won't just go ahead and chuck it on there. No. Craig, can I get 5 big blasts for 1 stamp, please? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. But
right, yeah,
I'll review it and look at it from there.
This would be the best thing. Everyone would love you. Everyone would love it. And it's like, yeah, of course they would. But there's one person that wouldn't. His name's Rob, and
then I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah. There's a good medium in there somewhere. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Rob, we're going to move on now to the Munzee question of the week / request of the week, I do believe it is. And this request is a little bit long in the tooth, but we'll give it a go. It says, since the new cap-on booster came out, it's proved to be very, very valuable. However, many countries have different time zones contained within them. For instance, Indiana has 2 different time zones inside Indiana, the state. As well. So in addition to that, some people are not sure when to deploy the cap-on booster to ensure that they hit the event time. Therefore, since we need to complete the local and the MHQ time when creating an event, obviously the player creates events to say that, would it be possible to include the time on the calendar page, Rob? The 2 times on the calendar page, the local time and MHQ time for those events.
Yeah, time zones are a crazy, tricky thing, but it's literally what makes the world go round. We have that information, as this host has pointed out. It is something that is on a list. That information hasn't made it all the way to the calendar page because there are quite a few things on a list that are being worked on. And honestly, there are probably 3 quality of life improvements for event hosts specifically that are queued up right now that I'm thinking of that will be pretty exciting for event hosts. Let's call them normal players. Won't notice. They won't really have any idea of what's going on with it until they're at the event, and then they'll realize, wow, things are better because of these new things. So anyway, the answer to this request, I suppose, is just keep on waiting. Do we have it planned? Yes. Have we come up with exactly how it works perfectly so that you can see it? No, not yet. But
and do we have a time frame? No.
It's on one of the burners.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go. It's one of those quality of life improvements that Munzee is always trying to do and always trying to put in some sort of particular order that actually works for everyone as well. Because the team members, they can only do so much in a day, Rob. So that's how that works. All right, Rob, moving on to the Munzee tip of the week itself. The tip for me personally is I'm going to say to everyone, when the March bonus days comes out, plan your month ahead. So plan the month of March. We're trying to give people now a lot of and players a lot of leeway, a lot of thought to come up with things. So plan your March as well. So that's my Munzee tip of the. It's a soft tip, Rob. That's a soft tip. I know,
but it's good because they've got more than a week before the end of the month. They've also got more than a week before the clan requirements come out, so they can start thinking and planning and getting ready.
There you go. All right, Rob, that ends another official Munzee podcast.
Thanks for joining us on this Munzee adventure.
Don't forget, subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcast app, and join us next week for another informative episode.
And remember, Munzee is more than a game. It's a worldwide community of mobile game players.
So keep scanning, keep discovering, keep that Munzee spirit alive. 1, 2, 3, Munzee on.
Scatter on.